Colombo 7. Here's the friction. HNB Assurance against Commercial Bank B. Yet another pre-quarter final as usual, sticking to traditions. It's a double header. Gonna be a very, very important game for both the teams. Winner takes it all. Journey ends for the other. Therefore, toss play a vital part. We had the opportunity of be down at the center together with two captains and the match referee for the toss. Good afternoon. Welcome back to MCA Grounds Colombo 7. MCA F Division T20 tournament. Pre-quarterfinals is underway. It's a double-header as usual. We have HNB Assurance taking on Commercial Bank B. Yet another exciting game. I have with me two captains. Dulanjana Vijay for HNB Assurance and skipper for Commercial Bank, Shamila Daminder. And our match referee for today's game, Mr. Ajit Vasanta, here to oversee the toss. Dulanjana got the kind time to give it a flick. Heads is the call. Went a long way. And it's tails. Dulanjana won the toss. Dulanjana, you won an important toss. What have you decided?
We are going to bat first.
It's been a fantastic tournament, winning 5 out of 5, but no room for complacency.
Yeah, so in first round we had 5 games, so our boys played really well and we won 5 out of 5. So we are hoping to give a good game in these very crucial pre-quarterfinals also.
What do you have in mind to put up on the board and put the opposition under pressure later on?
I think if we can score plus 170, 180 plus, it will be a good score. I think in a knockout game, always scoreboard pressure is vital.
Any changes in your squad today?
Yeah, 2 changes. Sangeet and Supun is coming back to the side. Yeah.
Best of luck. Have a great game.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shamila, would you have done the same had you won the toss?
We ball first. We hope to ball first, but we accepted this.
So both the captains got what they wanted. Crucial game. We've seen underdogs have done well in pre-quarterfinal rounds. And what's your thought on that?
Do it and die came. So we hope to defend on 130, 140 around. That's good score I expected.
And your team combinations for today's game?
2 changes I have done.
Best of luck. Have a great game.
Thank you.
So you got the news from the center. HNB Assurance skipper winning the toss. They're going to bat first. There you go. News from the center is that HNB Assurance winning the toss, deciding to bat first. Shamila Daminder, the skipper. Rana Singha, Puris, Chandrasekhara, Kohulitha, Gunathilaka, Abhesekara, Liyanage, Samarikrama, Veerasinghe and Kannangara. That's the outfit for Commercial Bank. Done fairly well. Dulanjana Vijay Singh, the skipper. Abhishek Jayavira, Dasuna Bevardhana, Sampath, Sitpriya, Sanjaya, Pathum, Nazir, Manchanayaka, a strong player, Piris and Chanaka. They've done exceedingly well. Unbeaten, 5 out of 5, winning all the games very, very comfortably, coming into this game as the favorites. And we've seen already one of the favorites in this tournament have already gone out of the tournament. That's Power Hand Plantation. And during the toss, skipper mentions there is no room for complacency. They're going to bring their A game. They're going to play best cricket and eventually provides the opportunity of those who are joining us on Sporty.lk to witness outstanding cricket. It's an important day. Earlier in the day we had a pre-quarter final and Mars Active winning against Gamma Peacecraft. And this one, even more important, Commercial Bank, they know for a fact it's about bring out their best, playing out of their skins. Very good side. Didn't start it off all that well, but midway through, things started to click for them. As a result, winning 2 matches, earning their place in the pre-quarter final round by virtue of finishing up as the 4th place finishers. But for HNB, they are a strong team and it will be very, very tough. I have no doubts. And Commercial Bank B will have to do something very, very special to stand any chance of doing well in this tournament. in this game and two umpires for today's game, Chintaka Gamage and Vasanta Vanyarachi, and our match referee for today's game, Ajit Vasanta. Excellent day. Delayed start for the first game early in the morning due to overnight rain. Now MCA ground looks to be in glorious shape. Very thick, lush green grasses all over the place, and played on a mat. There is no change when it comes to batting second or bowling. Abhishek, together with Dasun, is here to open things up for HNB Assurance. Abhishek Jayavira, 712 runs, best of 80, 350s. Wouldn't be a bad day for him to go past 100 today. The reckon 170 would be a good score. And early in the morning, there you go, Nipuna Piris, 44 innings, 39 wickets, best of 3 for 8 and 26.97. As a seamer, you'll take that any day of the week. Is the call by the umpire. We are underway then. Very good first delivery, little bit of bounce. Usually you get that, Matt, hard new ball when the bowlers hits the steam, gets a little bit of extra bounce, and time again we've seen good seamers took the advantage of that. Commercial Bank knows exactly what's on offer. Such a strong batting team. Pulled away and didn't get hold of that one. They will probably come back for the second quite easily, if not three. Abhishek gets off the mark. Looks like a player who's always on the lookout for playing horizontal bat shots. He handled that short pitch delivery really, really well. Pulled away, got two. HNB Assurance underway. Once again, the stifle short delivery, swivel on his back foot, gets it down to the fine leg region and gets a single. We've seen right throughout this tournament, when you're playing here at MCA grounds, Dasun Abevardhana, beg your pardon for that, 42 matches and needing just 51 runs to record 1,000 runs, best of 120 and 200s. Excellent strike rate, 159.76. You'll take that. Proper opener, proper batter, and I have no doubt, based on his strike rate, aggressor. It's only a matter of time he starts to go after the bowling. Probably prefers bowling facing against fast bowlers. That'll do it. Just as the figures suggested, strong looking player, and Nipun Piris made the mistake of bowling outside the off-stump. Ample room, and he just smashed away. Absolutely no worries, and excellent start. He's off the mark, the boundary. Already 7 runs on the board. So important, cutting down boundaries. If you do that, you'll eventually create pressure. Nice looking techniques off the back foot, straight to the field at point region. When you find good line and length, the previous delivery on a right area, you got to put enough deliveries in the same spot again and again. Eventually you find results. Oh, came off the gloves, it seems. Excellent piece of bowling. Once again, prodigious bounce. Took the toe end of the handle. Excellent finish to the over. 8 runs off after the first. Here's another look. He bent his back, as a result got extra bit of bounce and had the batter in trouble for a moment. Here's the batting lineup. Abhishek Jayavira, Abevardhana, 2 openers, Sampath and Manchanayaka, Vijay Singha. Such a strong team. You go through the results of HNB Assurance, they're just about winning all the games very, very comfortably. They were hardly tested. Is this the first opportunity they will be tested? Isuru Kannangara starting up his first over. So crucial. 5 wickets, 4 matches. Economy is on the higher side, though the average is good. Inexperience, just 4 matches, goes to tell you. Start is so important. Full toss. Probably got away with that one. Strong looking batsman. Tasuna just managing to get that one towards mid-on field and just managing to get a single. Kannangara just maybe lucky. Just a matter of getting it towards the mid-wicket region with decent enough timing, boundary to be taken. Should be taken and very well taken. Excellent field placement. Mid-on fielder was wider. And once again a full toss yielding a wicket for Isuru Kannangara. This could be his lucky day. Very dangerous. Abhishek out for 3 of 3 deliveries. Just the kind of start during the toss. Keeper mentioned Shamila Daminda. He's happy to bowl first, chasing a target later on. He was at the edge of the circle, walking up and kept his eyes on the ball. First wicket gone down. Abhishek Jaivar out for 3 of 6 deliveries. Isuru Kannangara, the lucky man, picks up a wicket off a full toss. Commercial Bank need to keep picking up wickets. Lahiru Sitpriya. Best of 135 runs and the strike rate is excellent. Average even better. 42.26. That's an excellent average in this division, in this level. So 2 dangerous batters out there in the middle. No margin for errors. Well bowled. Not striving for too much of pace. He only worried about pitching it on the right area. 2 full tosses. So he immediately knew he got to resurrect his line and length. 2 very strong looking right-handers in the middle. And just as I say, margin for error minimal. Got to be there and thereabout time and time again. This time he goes aerial and takes another good catch. He has to back paddle, but timed it, his little jump really nicely. And 2 wickets down. HNB under a little bit of pressure. Yes, they are coming into this game as the favorites. But right now, not the best piece of batting. Mistake was he decided to go aerial. Didn't time it all that well. Very neatly taken. Exactly what they were hoping for. 2 down for 9. Commercial Bank B with the initiative. Dangerous Lahiru out for naught. Lahiru Sitpriya out for naught of second ball. Isuru Kannangara. This could be his lucky day. Picked up his previous wicket off a full toss. But that delivery right on the money. Batter just maybe thought he had the opportunity of going for a booming drive, which is exactly what he did. Upper part of the bat, straight to the fielder. And excellent opportunity for Commercial Bank B to strive for more wickets. Pasidu Pathum, one of the best players in this tournament. If I'm not mistaken, scored somewhere around 200 runs, best of 96 and 14 50s. And he's one of the most valuable players in this tournament based on his figures so far. So he'll be eyeing something special, especially when HNB Assurance found themselves under a little bit of pressure, just maybe for the first time during this entire tournament. Oh, he's a good player. Excellent technique. Short of a length delivery. Neatly worked away and gets a single. Kannangara off to a brilliant start. And he's just about repeating the same. When you find good areas, when you find good habits, it's just a matter of repeating them again and again. That way you're asking batters to do something out of the ordinary, to take some risk. And that's when you create opportunities for you to pick up wickets. Swung in sharply. Excellent first over for Isuru Kannangara, picking up 2 wickets, given away 2 runs. And excellent start with a bowl for Commercial Bank after 2, 10 for 2, HNB Assurance. During this toss, HNB skipper Dulanjana Vijay Singha, excellent sports personality, cricketer, national level rugby player, and one of the best coaches going around. Way outside the off stump, just trying for a little too much of swing. When your partner at the other end doing good stuff, it's just about backing him up. It was way too wide. Had it anywhere close to Pasindu Padu, he would have blasted that one for a boundary. Just maybe under pressure. Knows that one of the best players in this tournament against him, Nipun Puris. Worked away. How about that? Excellent cricket. Just didn't try to hit it too hard. Just a bit of bounce, and he was conscious about the fact, keeping it down and gets it into the gap. Beautiful looking shot. There you go. Roll of the wrist to get the placement. There's no question. He's one of the best players in this tournament. And Commercial Bank got absolutely no options other than getting him out as quickly as possible. Goes over extra cover region. There is protection in the deep. Fielder has to come a long way, and I have no doubts 2 batters will take the liberty of getting back for the second. Now, this is how you're getting rid of early nerves. Having lost 2 wickets, obviously under a little bit of pressure. So you need to get quick runs. Feel good about yourself. Cricket, T20 format in particular, it's about momentum and confidence, belief. Lovely hands, but straight to the fielder. Fielders will have to do much better than they did during the first round. There were a couple of close games early in the tournament they've lost. They didn't have that sharp edge of finishing it up. Losing the games by narrow margin. Good piece of bowling. There are no point fielders. Instead, they went for deep point fielder and one at extra cover region. So extending the invitation to both the batters to take a risk. If you want, you go against the line and play over mid-wicket region or on the onside. Dasun rather, who's on 6, and Pasindu already 8 of 5. Slower through the air. Room outside the off stump, but that was maybe on a Yorker length. Went underneath the bat. Straight to the wicket keeper. Skipper Shamila Daminda controlling traffic really nicely out there in the middle, like a general. He was happy about bowling first, and it's just a matter of restricting your opposition to a manageable score. Well bowled, and the fielder has to come a long way. Oh, that one went all the way. Dasun never really tried to hit it too hard. Pure piece of timing. Boundary to complete the second over. Already proven expensive 20 runs given away of his 2 overs. Long off fielder has to come a long way. 3 done, 22 for 2. Kanangara in line with the stumps. Movement taking it down the leg side and neatly worked away. Pasandu gets another single and moved to 9 with that. And during this tournament, looking the stats into consideration, per innings dot ball count 50 deliveries. That's staggering. And teams moving on to quarterfinals should be mindful of that. That's a full toss. And there are no fielders. Strange field setup. Just maybe trying to meddle with 2 deep fielders. So obviously they got to have few fielders inside 30-yard circle. Just maybe long off fielder had the chance. But the batter, smart piece of batting, gets it down to deep and he moves up to 14. Just 8 deliveries. Dangerous looking batsman. We had the look at his figures playing mercantile cricket. Little quicker and outside the off stump. And generally during this tournament, after conceding a boundary, bowlers generally came back really strongly. But they should always consider the possibility of not conceding a boundary. Picking up boundaries along the ground towards basketball courts, not the easiest, and towards practice nets. Ball travels pretty fast and the boundary touch shorter. Straight to the fielder, or slight fumble allows the single. He just maybe had the opportunity of getting in a decent enough throw and got caught 2 runners on guard. Pasindu, prized scalp, true all-rounder, excellent contributions, and he's definitely is one of the best. And HNB Assurance heavily relying on him. Not that they don't have firepower down the line. Plenty of high-quality batters. Tulanjana Vijayasinghe, dangerous striker. Dasis Manchanayaka, another very strong player. 28 for 2 after losing 2 wickets. Now they've recovered reasonably well. Projected scores are up 153, 170 plus. That's what they are eyeing. And if they gets there, it's going to be a one tough chase on the cards for Commercial Bank. Off the back foot. No is the call, but eludes the fielder and gets it all the way towards that direction. Boundary aren't the biggest, but expertly played. He knew exactly there aren't fielders in the deep. Let the ball come on to you. Soft hands, gets it in the gap, and the fielder just maybe had the opportunity of wait a little while and go after that. Boundary nevertheless, so they've been picking up constant stream of boundaries. Run rate 8.35. Gets a sharp single mid-off fielder, not going for a run out. Yet another excellent over. 10 runs off after 4:32 for 2.
In the heart of Colombo,
It's been a wonderful tournament with the participation of 24 teams divided into 4 groups. Now 16 best teams based on their standings in the group stages, reaching the pre-quarterfinal stage, and quarterfinals fast coming up. There's another game at University Grounds, Colombo 7. And we had a couple of quarterfinals took place yesterday. So few teams already booked their place in the quarterfinal round. Posindu meanwhile on 13. Janath Ranasinghe. Left arm seamer. Oh, goes over mid-wicket fielder. There are no mid-wicket fielders. Just maybe a mistake. Pick up a 6. It was a flat one. But I can tell you, if there was a fielder, had the opportunity. So he moves to 19. Doesn't on 15. Just 10 balls. And Posindu on 19. Oh, lovely piece of batting. Beautiful bat swing, high bat lift, and angling the bat to get the placement. Janath Ranasinghe immediately put to the sword. Already conceded 10 runs. 2 fielders inside the 30-yard ring had absolutely no opportunities. Are they in for a big chase? Considering how things panned out so far, looks like they're going to be chasing a big score later on. Poor bowling down the leg side. Should be a couple of wides. We'll wait for the umpire's signal. It is given. 3 more additional runs. 44 for 2. We are still in the first power play. So now both the batters feeling comfortable about themselves. Oh, that's a huge 6. No worries whatsoever. And into the balls. The ball must have taken serious damage. That was a powerful blow. Doesn't move to 15 with that huge 6 over mid-wicket region. Clears the front foot. Beautiful bat swing out of the meat of the bat. Way to go. We knew that they have a very strong batting lineup. And just maybe little nerves right at the beginning, losing a couple of wickets with only few runs on the board. But 2 experienced campaigners now got things back on track. Based on projected scores, they are in for a huge score. That's the format. The draw is created such a way best teams reaching the knockout round into the deep should only be a single. Another full toss. He's under great deal of pressure now, Janath Ranasinghe. Already conceded 19 runs courtesy of that wides down the leg side. That's a good piece of bowling. A little bit of dip, a little bit of turn, and just maybe as the ball going up above the eye line, Posindu considered the possibility of going for a huge shot and later on adjusted. Good batsmanship. Should be put away. And the field, oh! That's the opportunity they wanted to create. Dangerous. Posindu Pathum gives the opportunity. Poor piece of fielding. Concedes a boundary. Rubs salt onto the wound. Not just the missed opportunity, it also went for a boundary. He was charging in well in place or got into awkward position. Hands not in the best place. 5 down, 56 for 2. Kanangara straying down the leg side, luckily came off the pads. Yet another opportunity presented to score a boundary. Just maybe trying to get it finer. It's just a matter of getting a little bit of bat for runs to be taken. There aren't fielders patrolling the boundaries at deep fine leg region. Here's Posindu on 27. Once again, great deal of bounce, which means they are doing the basics right, bending their backs, very sharp, right arm medium pace. Projected scores excellent, 214. They are a capable side. 214. They've scored 200 plus runs couple of occasions, if I'm not mistaken. Even if they haven't, they certainly have the firepower to do so. That's a beautiful shot. Gets it all the way for yet another 6. Posidupathu moves up to 33. Dangerous player, strong player on the offside. And if you aren't convinced, and previous shot will tell you why, exactly why he's one of the best players in this tournament, well in contention to be the best all-rounder in this tournament. Padum on 33. Inside edge, unlucky. Isuru Kannangara trying to find the Yorker lane, just maybe a few inches outside the off stump. On your day, would have easily taken a wicket, not too far away from the off stump, I can tell you. Instead, they got another boundary. Things moving along really, really nicely. 11.82. Commercial Bank B will have to do something to stem the flow of runs. Both the right-handers in the middle looks far too comfortable. Goes in the air. And there are no fielders. Yet another boundary. Few expensive overs on the trot. And they've conceded 15 runs in this over itself. And yet another over to complete the first power play. Just imagine how much of just another delivery to complete the first power play. They just got enough runs. I consider scoring 50, 60 runs immediately. Put you in the box seat. And right now, HNB Assurance is in the box seat, controlling things out there in the middle. Ooh, fielder was touched too deep, and at the same time, given away 2 extra runs. They got to be vigilant. They know for a fact they are up against a very strong HNB Assurance. So you got to hang on to all the chances coming your way. So yet another expensive over to complete the first power play. 73 for 2. Here are the power play package. Got off to a fine start. Then 2 dismissals back to back. They've created inroads. Here's the second dismissal. Well taken. They were on a high. But these 2 batters down there in the middle, Posidupathu and Dasun, took every opportunity. They've been ably assisted by poor bowling. Full toss dispatched away for another boundary. Deft touches here and there. He's a fine player and everyone relying on him. That was asking to be hit. Got the treatment it deserves. That was beautifully played through extra cover region. Gets another boundary. And Hoik over mid-wicket. Already 73 runs. Fielder at short third man region almost got caught unguard. Shashin Kohli comes into the attack. He will be under huge pressure now. But oh, that was in his arc and goes only one way. He just smoked it over long on region for another huge 6. Things looking far too comfortable for HNB Assurance at this stage. It was in his arc, cleared the front foot and gets it into the wall. And already boundaries, 6ers. Posidhu already moved up to 43. Just 17 deliveries, imagine. And Dasun on 28 of 15 deliveries. Try to cut away. And there you go. Lackluster fielding. They got to keep their fielding standards up if they are to stand any chance of toppling a top side. One of the favorites together with Sportylk. I'll be rather surprised a team being able to put them under pressure. They got the right combinations, very strong batting lineup, and the bowlers did a very good job for them. This man in particular, 18 deliveries, already 43, 7 runs short of well compiled half century. Gets it straight to the short third man fielder. They somehow managed to pick up a single. 6 and 2 singles so far. Commercial Bank badly needing few economical overs if they aren't picking up wickets. Once again, little bit off bounce straight to the fielder. He's a busy man, already proven that. Under the circumstances, decent over, just 8 runs off, 7 gone, 81 for 2.
In the heart of Colombo,
They had a close encounter early in the morning. Most active winning their game against the Gamma Pacer Craft. We were expecting a close encounter. Midway through, it was all but one-sided. Most active dominate the proceedings. But somehow, Gamma Pacer Craft managed to take the game to the final over. But just wasn't enough. Here's Visit Veerasinghe, a change bowler. In line with the stumps, worked away and gets a single. Such a strong all-round player. On the onside, on the offside, whenever opportunities are provided. As a bowler, your responsibility not providing freebies to a batter like Pathum. Visit Veerasinghe, 14 wickets, 3 for 5. That's his best figure. 16.36, very good average. Economy, very, very high. Well bowled, in line with the stumps. Just a single, gentle dab. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Bowling in line with the stumps more often than not. Maybe outside the off stump. Always good to see cute kids coming in with their families, enjoying a wonderful afternoon here at MCA grounds. Club-like atmosphere, excellent facility. Powerful blow on the offside, should only be a single. They have 5 fielders patrolling boundaries. Considering the dimensions of the outfield, straighter boundaries much shorter, and towards the practice nets boundaries shorter, and even towards the scoreboard, but towards well bowled in line with the stumps, slower through the air, just above medium pace. Good thing about Visit Veerasinghe, he is not trying to do any experimentation. Almost always gets it in line with the stumps. So far, done a good job. He's extending the invitation to batters to take risk. And so far, too prolific. Goes aerial. Made solid enough connection. He's a strong batter. We all know that. Gets another one. Smoked it over wide long on region. He moves to 36. Things starting to look ominous for Commercial Bank B. Dasun, proven increasingly dangerous now. Another powerful blow in his arc in the slot. He's not the sort of a player who's gonna wait till the second invitation arrives. The moment he saw it, took the opportunity, picked up another boundary, just 20 deliveries. It's been a carnage after that initial breakthroughs. Another one. Might go all the way, and it does. We'll have to wait till The umpire signal just about clearing the deep backward square leg boundary. 6 to finish up the 8th. Things looking ominous for Commercial Bank. Yes, they picked up a couple of wickets, but 96 runs for 2. HNB firmly in control. Dasun Abewardena and Posidu Pathum controlling things out there in the middle. Already 5 huge sixes and 9 boundaries amongst them. Few happy spectators supporting their teams, must be family and friends. Very interesting looking bowling action, gets it across the batsman, and Posindu on 46, just one strike away from scoring yet another half century, already 200 plus runs. Is one of the best players, I've already said that. Cut away into the gap, and that's the half century. Very light work. It took only 22 deliveries. What a fine player. And that's the reason why HNB Assurance have done superbly well. No room for complacencies. And after losing 2 wickets, just about everything went their way. Enough room. Short half cracker. Given the treatment it deserves. On to 50. Lets it go another wide. You're starting to feel for the bowling side. The skipper mentioned they are keen on bowling first and chasing down later on. 50 runs, 7 boundaries and 2 huge sixes. How about that? 227 point plus strike rate. Rare dot ball. Behind the 9th over. Shashin Kolita, in comparison to all the other bowlers, just maybe done a decent job. Got away once again. This time fielder is in the deep. Therefore, just a boundary. Still a very good over. 2 wides, a boundary and a single. 7 runs taken off first 3 deliveries without even thinking of taking a risk. 3 more deliveries remaining. It'll be one heck of a chase, I can tell you. Already 103 runs. Just maybe try to hit it too hard. He picks up a single anyway. 2 more deliveries to come. And he looks like a bowler who knows exactly what batters are up to. Both the right-handers, very severe on loose bowling. So trying to keep it away from their arc. That was away from the outside edge. Bit of a moral victory for Shashin Kohli, the dot ball after a while. They got to get plenty of dot balls in if they aren't picking up wickets. Projected scores 235, my goodness. Off the backward, nicely played, gets a single. Very interesting field set. Plenty of fielders in the deep. 17 of Shashin Kolita's 2 overs. After 9, 105 for 2.
In the heart of Colombo. In the heart of Colombo.
10th over, just about to start. Shashin Kolita. You would consider done a decent job. 2 overs, 8.5 runs per over. Here's Dasun Abewardena. 43 of 22. 2 dangerous strikers. But right now, Posindu is on strike. Bhagavesekara is into the attack. Smashed away for 4. This is asking for trouble. That one got hit me written all over it, and Posindu Pathum definitely not the sort of a player who's going to miss out, and got the maximum. Just let the ball come on to him and bounce just once inside before reaching the boundary. Onslaught continues. Must be very, very tough. They must be under huge pressure. You can see immediately body language, the energy level has gone down. That's a good delivery. They got to get few such deliveries in the block hole, restricting the batters from picking up boundaries. Bhagya Besekara took him a while after conceding a boundary, having realized the importance of bowling in line with the stumps. That way you're asking the batter to use his strength. Good piece of bowling. Two batters not very keen on going for a single. At this stage, they are dealing in boundaries, 11.68. That's too much. Made so many mistakes against two very strong batters. They put on plenty of short deliveries, and as a result, that's good cricket. Field in the deep, will cut that one off. Just a single. 5 runs already taken. They need not just one, not just two. They need few very good overs. Bhagya Besekar hoping to do that, but started off conceding a boundary. 43 and just 22 balls, 4 sixes and 3 boundaries. Oh, that's a good delivery. After a while, a delivery that can challenge the two batters out there in the middle. Sharp in swing, pitched just about a few inches outside the off stump. Swung in and providing no opportunities whatsoever. Dasunabe Vardhana, 7 runs short of another fine half century. Once again off the back foot. So very good finish to Bhagya Besekara's first over. Considered just 5 runs. You'll take that under the circumstances. At the halfway stage, HNB Assurance looking strong, 110 for 2. At the halfway stage, things stacked up heavily against Commercial Bank B. It was an excellent start. They picked up 2 wickets back to back. Got Abhishek Javir and Sitpriya out for 3 runs and not respectively. But after that, everything went in the way of HNB Assurance. Abhevardhana and Pathum just about did everything they wanted. And the bowlers ably assisted them by bowling half trackers on the offside, wides from time to time, and they got to do something very, very special to restrict HNB Assurance to a manageable score. Once again, straight to that fielder. Oh, this time I thought they had a fielder just a while ago around the same direction at deep point. For a strange reason, they've decided to take him off and concedes another boundary. If you're bowling that line, Shashin Kolita, I can tell you, not the best idea to bowl that line without a fielder at deep point region. 114. That's good ball. Will they come back for the second? Quite likely. Fielder in the deep has to come a long way, and skipper Daminda meanwhile put on a chase. 6 runs already. They hardly sweated. Two batters shaping up for something very, very big. Dasuna Bivardhan on 43 and Posindu Patu demonstrating why he's one of the dangerous players in this tournament. Oh, that's poor fielding. Deployed 2 fielders specifically to cut down the boundaries. But take a look at it. Not bending enough, poor piece of fielding, concedes another boundary. Already 10 runs off. Into his third over, conceded 27. Straight to the fielder, should only be a single. Now they got the proper field, ideally suited for this type of bowling. Negative lines and lengths, I'm afraid, but it's about restricting. 2 dangerous batters just about trying to take the bowlers to the cleaners. And 11 runs off 3, that's poor. When you're deploying negative lines and lengths, you got to be precise. And I lost count on how many extras conceded so far, and there has been plenty already. Gets it past the outside edge, straight to the wicket keeper. Amila Daminda must be under great deal of pressure now. They need to pick up a wicket or two somewhere. Another one, not too far away from the outside edge. Very good finish, but already conceded plenty of runs after 11. 122 for 2. Bright and sunny, clear weather in Colombo. And I'm sure cricket fans around the country and around the world hoping for clear weather in Kandy. Sri Lanka plays England. Crucial group Super 8 encounter. Bhagya Abhisekar, after conceding a boundary, bowled reasonably well, given away just 5 runs in his first over. In a part of the bat. And went all the way. These 2 batters taken them to the cleaners. As a result, they have to deploy strange field set. And bit of a surprise, there aren't deep mid-wicket fielders. And as a result, picking up another boundary, moving along really nicely. 72 of 35. Excellent strike rate. That'll do it. Back of a length. Outside the off stump. You got protection for that. Deep third band. Backward point. Sweeper cover. So you have the sort of field set. You just cannot afford to bowl straight up. You got to be outside the line of the off stump, just about 1.5 feet. That was quicker. Not too far away from the inside edge. Bhagya. He's a capable bowler, someone who can do the job for Commercial Bank. And it's badly needed for them. Still, the run rate is 11.04. That's pretty dangerous. Gets another 6. When he hits it, it usually goes a long, long way. Dangerous batsman, moves to 49 with that huge 6. It's been proven all too easy. He was shaping up for that. And just a moment ago I mentioned you can't afford to bowl straighter into the stumps. Looks like we lost another ball. It's been the case when 2 dangerous batters batting out there in the middle here at MCA grounds. Dimensions aren't in favor of team bowling. Straighter boundaries just about 55, maybe 50 meters. And wider boundaries, though big enough. These dangerous batters, they can clear the boundary. 49 of 28 bowls with 5 huge sixes. How many more to come? Just under 8 overs still remaining. And projected scores going up by the minute. And everyone is standing up, and it looks like the match at Powerplay is about to start. And the two batters paying the respect. There's a giant screen here at Mercantile Cricket Association club premises. There will be a fair deal of crowd flocking into MCA grounds. There you go. Always good to see. Crucial encounter for Sri Lanka. Win here will definitely get their campaign right on track. Lost their previous game against Zimbabwe. These are special sights. I mean, here at MCA ground in the middle of a game, the batters and the fielders, as well as the spectators, standing up for national anthem. During this over, given away 11 runs. Just about all the bowlers went for plenty. Strangely enough, picked up 2 wickets in the very first over, and everyone very keenly watching the proceeding at Powerplay grounds, Kandy. A very, very important game here at MCA grounds, Colombo 7, Vijayarama Mawatha, home of Mercantile Cricket, MCA grounds, Colombo 7. It's been a long over, not in terms of deliveries, but in terms of time taken. On 49, Dasun Abhivardhana. Oh, fine half century. 2 dangerous batters out there in the middle. He has to put up a dive, and they come back for the second quite easily. Very expensive over already. 13 runs off. There goes the ovation. Skipper must be a happy man, so is the players and the team management. One of the stronger teams, and we are expecting special things from HNB Assurance. Already played, won all 5 matches quite convincingly. Goes over mid-wicket region. And another boundary. Plenty of boundaries. Entire inning is like a highlight package. Wasn't a bad bowler, I can tell you. Such a strong man. He knew exactly what to do. Just about getting it over the infield, over the short mid-wicket fielder. That's the completion of the 12. Yet another very expensive over by Bhagya Besekara. After 12, 139 for 2. Overcast morning to begin the proceedings here at MCA grounds, Colombo 7. Due to overnight rain, it's a delayed start, just about 45 minutes. And first game taken a while, and no reduction in terms of overs. Most active in the quarterfinal. This time goes over and gets another boundary. It's been a carnage. They've been having tough times. It's not the day you want to be a bowler against very strong strikers. Abhivardhana picks up another boundary. They've been motoring along. The possibilities are they might be in line to chase down a very big score. Right now it says 234. I'm thinking 250 plus if Commercial Bank bowlers didn't do something special. Wearing jersey number 100, Shashin Kolita, a little unlucky when it comes to conceding boundaries off misfields. Goes aerial into the deep. Fielder has to come a little and sends in a decent enough return, and 6 runs already. Just over 7 overs remaining if they go scoring 7 and over, 10 and over rather. They get 70, which means 200 obviously on the cards. Goes down the track, landed safely. This is exactly how it feels like playing against a top side. They're ruthless. Oh, looks like another huge hit, and fielder. Oh, safely taken. Could be the difference of 20, maybe 25 runs. Dashunabe Vardhana looks very, very dangerous and always on the lookout for picking up huge sixes. This time, got the elevation, but unfortunately not the distance. Excellent knock, nevertheless. Just 32 deliveries, scored 60 runs, 3 down for 146. That's the ideal line of delivery for Shashin Kohli, making things tougher for the right-handed batsman to hit it across the line. He almost misjudged it, but at the last moment had the presence of mind of taking that catch. Nipuna Puris takes a good catch, out for 60. Will this be the opportunity HNBB was looking for quite a while now? One dangerous man walks back. Yet another dangerous batsman walk in. Dulanjana Vijay Singha, prominent sportsman in the country, excellent rugby player, national level, and one of the best coaches. So goes to tell you, such a talent personality. Dulanjana, couple of seasons back, played club rugby, 55 matches, 1,207, best of 113, 3 half centuries and 350s. Look at that strike rate, 157.78, average of 26.82. Goes to tell you a story. One dangerous man walks out, another very dangerous batsman is in. They got to keep picking up wickets. Just above 7 overs still remaining. It's about damage minimization. Their approach will be so crucial, and the bowlers, it's going to be a tough job. Straight away, cut that one, gets another single, gets off the mark. Always important. It doesn't matter if you are the best player. Getting a single and get off the mark, always the case. 13 done, 147 for 3. F Division T20 tournament reaching the pre-quarterfinal stages and fast approaching the quarterfinals. G Division already started. A few matches already been played, and Sporty.lk ready to bring you live action of Mercantile F Division T20 tournament as well. Janat Ranasinghe back into the attack. My goodness. It was asking to be hit. And Dulanjana Vijay Singha, had he left, it would have been a wide, but he's not the sort of a player who's going to miss out on such opportunities. Poor piece of bowling, I can tell you. I thought the bowler was a little lucky on probably not getting hit further away. I was looking at on top of the roof. That'll do it. Straight to the fielder. Oh my goodness. Lets it go straight underneath. Wheels are already coming off. Commercial Bank feeling the heat and got no respite. Outside the off stump, Vijay Singha goes with a full Monty. And Commercial Bank starting to go beyond embarrassing proportions. Quite a few misfields. Usually pretty safe team, but the pressure taken to them and the big occasion. Lovely hands, he gets a single. Not the sort of a player who's keen on picking up singles and twos, always like to deal in with boundaries. Already 2 of them moved up to 12, just taken him 5 deliveries. Goes to tell you the caliber of the player. Pasindu wasn't on strike for a long period. It was Abhevardhana who's dominated the proceedings, hitting boundaries, hitting sixers, beyond strike most of the time. That's well bowled. It's just a matter of getting it there and thereabout. But unfortunately, Rana Singh as well as the rest of the bowlers from time to time stepping down the leg side, short stuff far too many. And strong batters like Pasindu or Dulanjana gonna punish you severely. Just a single little reprieve after being hit for a couple of boundaries. Still 12 runs off the 14th, 159 for 3.
In the heart of Colombo,
Starting from Super Premier Division, Mercantile Cricket goes till G Division. Goes to tell you volumes of matches, large number of matches, only seconds to Sri Lanka Schools Cricket Association when it comes to number of matches organized per year. Taraka Gunatilaka is introduced into the attack. You can tell by his body language, he's under pressure. Should be taken. And yet another very important wicket this time. Pasindu Pathum out for 76. I can tell you once again, a difference of 10, maybe 15 runs. He's a dangerous player. Taken him 41 deliveries, batted superbly. One of the best players right throughout this tournament. Out for 76 though. Just maybe try to hit it too hard, and maybe even by trying to get it straight over the bowler's head, or maybe towards the mid-wicket region. So that's a crucial dismissal. 4 down for 159. Will this be the opportunity Commercial Bank B was hoping for? Yet another very strong player. That is Manchanayaka. Is into the crease. Played for Royal College. Battle of the Blues winner a couple of years back. Strong player, if I'm not mistaken. Represented Tamil Union in major club cricket. Taraka Gunatilaka picked up a wicket. There you go. High caliber, 137. That's his highest. 1,033 runs. Lovely techniques, soft hand, slower through the air. Taraka Gunatilaka thought, looking at the way he bowled, would have been a bad idea for Shamila Dhamendra to bring him on inside the first 10 overs. Yet to concede a single. Lovely techniques, beautiful bat flow, gets it down the ground and gets a single, gets off the mark. Manchanayaka. A bit of a respite, having been under the scosh for a long period. Just about 5 overs remaining. 2 relatively new batters. Can't ask for more. That's a good delivery. Little bit of outswing. Slower through the air. Gentle medium. Around 100 kph. Good thing about Taraka Gunatilaka is that he's not striving for experiment. Understood the right line and length. There you go. That'll do it. So against the run of play, excellent over, just a single and a wicket. It's 15 done, 160 for 4. Far more overs to come, 30 deliveries to be precise. How many more HNB can get? Off the back foot goes aerial. There are no close-in fielders. Should only be a single. In fact, this is the ideal opportunity for them to bring in few bowlers and get in few economical overs. They were down and out, staring at a huge score. Now projected scores have come down to 212. Goes aerial and clears the boundary with ease. He's a powerful man. He's a rugby player. We all know that. Plenty of power behind that shot and makes it look very, very easy. Superb shot. Dulanjana Vijayasinghe now getting himself comfortable. Few boundaries already. Take a look at it. No feet movement. Just a beautiful bat swing. Had enough power and timed it superbly. As we're looking at the highlights of the previous 6, and looks like Vijayasinghe goes for another maximum. Over the same region, almost a carbon copy of the previous 6. Let's have another look. Another lost ball. There goes the signal by the umpire. When that happens, when that's match referee Mr. Ajit Vasanta gets another ball into the playing field. My goodness. He makes 6 hitting looks ridiculously easy. Such a great player. Bit of a quiet period. Now all of a sudden, 2 back-to-back sixes once again. Usual base. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Body language isn't ideal. Anna Yorker length just worked away, gets a single quite comfortably. It was all too easy. This is the 16th over and already 173 runs on the board. And that was the score they were eyeing batting first. They've already gone past that and looking to go beyond 200. Well fielded. They're going to need much better effort. I have no doubts they've been training for months preparing for this tournament and done fairly well during the first round, and in comparison to the way they fielded, they were much better side. But for a strange reason, fielding wasn't all that good. Plenty of misfields, drop catches, and the energy levels altogether not ideal. So yet another very expensive over. 16 done, 175 for 4.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams
HNB Assurance well placed, came off the pads, and Janath Ranasinghe for a moment. In fact, that wasn't Janath Ranasinghe, that's Tharaka Gunatilaka. Trying to sweep that one from outside the off stump, the angle, just maybe taking it down the leg side. Here's another look. Fair call. Umpires always consider the angle of the delivery. Came off the pads. Are they going for a single? Yes, they will. This is Manjanayak at this stage. Very keen on having Dulanjana on strike. Dulanjana Vijayasinghe 25 of 10 balls. Couple of huge sixes to complete the previous over. And Tharaka Gunatilaka is a tricky operator into his second over. Slammed it, and yet another misfield. Fielder at wide long off region comes around, keeping it down for just a single. Under the circumstances, still a very good over, given away only 2 runs. It's been a flurry of boundaries right from the start. Apart from picking up 2 wickets, HNB Assurance just about did everything right. And came off the inside edge and given. Yet another crucial breakthrough. This is Banchanayaka out for 4. Caught Chamila Daminda, in fact. And Tharaka Gunatilaka picks up another vital wicket. Here's another look. Came off the edge, well taken, and wicket keeping pads to the good use. And Chamila Daminda takes a good catch. This is Banchanayaka out for 4. And yet another reprieve. They're going to need plenty more. 5 down for 177. Right now, if they can pick the wicket of Dulanjan Vijay Singh, they can pull things back to a great deal. Tariq is the new batsman, another strong looking player. Taraka into his second over, got 2 more overs remaining. He looks like the only bowler who understood the importance of bowling good lines and lengths. 619 runs, 43 innings, best of 56. So he's a tail ender, typical tail ender. Not too far away from the outside edge. I can tell you, Taraka Gunathilaka, a tricky operator. Just maybe skipper Shamila Damin, they kept him a little too long. Had he been introduced into the attack, he would have picked up at least a wicket or two, and 2 dangerous. But oh, that one bounced as well. So once again, against the run of play, excellent over, wicket being taken, given away just a single. 17 down, 177 for 5. 18 more deliveries remaining. Now projected scores have come down to 208. If they can keep HNB Assurance under 200, Commercial Bank should be the happier side to finishing it off. Things really didn't went according to a plan for them. Skipper Shamil Damin mentioned they were eyeing to bowl first, got what they required, but unfortunately they were up against a very, very strong HNB Assurance, and they've made a fair share of mistake assisting strong batters. That's another good delivery straight to the field. No, is the call by Dulanjana. Just as I mentioned, someone who's not very keen on running too much, even playing rugby. He's a forward, so he likes to use his power to good effect. Short pitch delivery, whipped away, and the fielder has to come around, keeping it down for a single. Now Dulanjana Vijay Singh, interestingly, went for the second run. Now he will be on strike, in fact. 27, taken him just 12 deliveries. Abhisekara. Oh, huge. Just smoked it away. Just slammed it. And that was heading towards only one direction, and that was on top of the nets at practice area. Oof, powerful player. That's not the right line and length, I can tell you. Someone like Dulanjana Vijay Singh will take you to the cleaners. Given an almighty heave, he moves to 33 of just 13 deliveries. My goodness. 2 more deliveries to come. Bhagya Besekara will be under great deal of pressure. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on how many balls we lost per day. Especially when a team like HNB in action. 185. They've lost 5 wickets, ideally set. And at this stage, Dulanjana Vijay Singh is the danger man. 33 of 13. Just few blows away from another half century. Down the ground should only be a single. So that's a good delivery. If you gets it closer to the block hole, even the best of batters finding it tough to get away. 9 runs. In a part of the bat. They should get a single. Direct hit would be interesting, and that's Got the direct hit and umpire says no. Should be a very interesting replay. Just maybe Commercial Bank touch unlucky. Very close. Very, very close. The fielder at Sportylk region thought that one out. 18 gone, 187 for 5.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Direct hits usually make things tighter than it looks, and looks like we had a similar case with that previous run-out attempt on top of the tram lines and given a wide. Harsh call under the circumstances, I thought. Batter was stretching out and well within his reach. Well, unfortunately, yet another extra run to the total. 12 more deliveries to come. Goes for a big heave, and as usual, fielder misses it. Oh, this is not good. This is not looking good. Now it's starting to reach embarrassing proportions. Should have been taken quite easily. Just, it was a powerful blow. But the fielder, once again the same direction, same results. 2 sixes back to back. Wide, a 6 and a 6. The Nipuna Puris straight away under great deal of pressure. 200 runs on the board. We were expecting them to go beyond 200. They've done it quite easily. Here's that previous 6. Catch, in fact. Just maybe should have done a little better. These things happen. This is Mercantile F division. These players aren't professionals, so they make mistakes from time to time, but always good to see demonstrating unrelenting passion for cricket. Good tactic, coming round, cramping the batsman up, getting it across the batsman and trying to reach the block hole once again. 14 runs, 3 more deliveries to come. Nipuna Puris given away 34 and just into his 3rd over. You can imagine it's been a tough day. Just about all the bowlers apart from one. And he was the one who picked up 2 wickets. In his arc, yet another 6. It looks all too familiar. He's a powerful hitter, we all know that. And Nipuna, by providing him room outside the off stump, extending the invitation, and this is the result. Another huge 6. I lost count on how many sixes now. Very expensive over, already 20 runs off. Inner part of the bat. Oh, he's a powerful man. He didn't get hold of that one. Came off the inner part of the bat, but still gets another boundary. There you go. I was looking at the field whether he has the chance of coming around and cutting the boundary. Not to be 211. Still a delivery remaining. My goodness. 44 of 16 balls and he can reach the half century with another 6. Here's the final delivery for Nipuna Puris. My goodness. He just pummeled it away for another 6. What a knock. Took him just 16 deliveries. So goes to tell you, no complacencies. That's the completion of the 19, 217 for 5. So just as we expected, Nipuna Puris went for 50 runs in his 3 overs. Tough day in the office. Bhagya Besekar is into the attack and he too went for 32 runs. Tariq on 15, just 8 deliveries. And ideally at this stage, if I'm Tariq, I take a single and get the London on strike, who's on 50. Just 17 deliveries. Could be one of the quickest half centuries in this tournament. I'll give you the confirmation a little later. Didn't get hold of that, but still finds a boundary. It's been a formality. Got it out of the inner part of the bat, and in fact, bat face turned inward. As a result, not the best piece of timing. Still, got the desired results. 221 for 5, with 5 more deliveries to come. They started to feel for the bowlers as well as the fielders. Made far too many mistakes. Yes, they were up against a very, very strong batting lineup, but they made their own contribution as well. Swing and a miss for Tariq, who's on 19, 10 deliveries. After being hit for a boundary, it's a strong comeback for Bhagya Besekara. The outswinger would be the way to go. And Tariq as well as Dulanjana always trying to get everything over the cow corner. Once again, straight to the fielder. Now after a while, they took a good catch. This man done well with the ball in hand and picks up another wicket. Little too late, but wicket nevertheless. Very well judged. He's at the edge of the boundary line and make him feel good about himself. Seeing just about all the fielders making mistakes, it always feels nice to hang on to a good catch. Still 4 more deliveries to come. New batsman will be on strike. The Lanjana Vijay Singha being deep-tried for strike during this final over. Taraka Gunatilaka, the man who took a good catch at the edge of the boundary. Bhagya Abesekar picks up another wicket. 3 more deliveries to come. Just 29 matches, 115 runs, best of 21. So he's a proper tail ender. I'm starting to wonder whether wheels coming off for Bhagya Besekar. Disorientated. 36 runs of 3.3 overs. Tough day. Misses it. And I'll be looking at both ends, and was it Dulanjana Vijay Singha? They are kept appealing and the umpire says no. I thought at least on one end they picked up a run out. Wasn't given. Very, very interesting to have another look. Two deliveries and Vijay Singha back on strike. Goes along the ground, should only be a single. Damage minimization. So he remains 51 not out. Here's the final delivery. Oh, he decided to stay on strike. Didn't pick up a single. So we can expect another boundary with the final delivery to come. Bhagya Besekara. Goes for it. And desired result as usual. 6 more. 228. A huge score. The Lanjana finish with 56 runs of 19 deliveries. Oh, tough day in the office for Commercial Bank. Outside the Yo stump, and powerful man slapped it away over extra cover region. Not the easiest of shots, but with his power, with his beautiful bat swing, gets another one over the boundary. 229 is the target. They knew right from the word go, it's a tough game. Unbeaten HNB Assurance, very strong unit, quite a few players, the likes of Pasindu Pathum, one of the top players, scored. He's amongst the top run getters in this tournament, picked up wickets. Dulanjana, fine half century, ably supported by Abhevardhana. And it'll be tough. Lost 2 wickets earlier on. Abhevardhana 60 of 33, 5 sixes, 5 boundaries. Excellent. Pasindu Pathum 76 of 42, 2 sixes, 11 boundaries. And Vijay Singha, just the man to have at that stage. 19 bowls, 7 sixes, 2 boundaries, 56 of 19 deliveries. Excellent knock. Excellent T20 knock. And tailenders coming down the order. Not too many runs for Manchanayaka. Just about all the bowlers suffered. And 2 wickets. Wasn't all that clear, but I can tell you one thing, apart from Tharaka Gunatilaka, rest of the bowlers taken a serious step. The wicket takers were Tharaka Gunatilaka 2 for 3 runs. I'm starting to wonder whether captain made the mistake of not bowling Tharaka for 2 more overs. Miscalculation. Wicket for Bhagya Besekar, expensive, 43 runs. And Kolita 1 for 37, expensive. And I thought Isuru Kannangara did fairly well, 9.33, 28, and picked up 2 wickets. All in all, taken a serious step, and they know for a fact they are up against it. It's a huge score, a mountain to climb. 229 to win the game and move on to quarterfinals. It's been a bright day, little overcast in the morning, but things cleared up really nicely. MCA flag flying high right on top of the roof. Iconic building here at MCA grounds, wonderful facility. Everyone been here, enjoyed their cricket. We were hoping for the highlight package, plenty of boundaries and sixes, of course. Abhevardhana, Pathu, Dulanjana demonstrated how they should bat in T20 matches. Not too much interest in picking up singles and twos, and they got plenty of them. Here are the highlights. Won the toss, had absolutely no hesitation in deciding bat first, and 2 openers picked up a boundary. Here's the first dismissal. And soon after that, dangerous batsman back in the hut at that stage. High on confidence, but Pathu and Abhevardhana, they were in firm control. They were offered with plenty of loose stuff, short pitch deliveries, fuller deliveries, 2 mistakes in the field, just like that, diving on top of it. And they ably benefited, picking up boundaries at will. A huge run over wide long on region. Beautiful shots in between. Excellent. And here's the powerful man, Abhevardhana. If it's there in his arc, he will go for it just like that. This one over extra cover region. Another fantastic shot. And from time to time, they've been lucky, as they say. Luck favors the brave. Other one towards Sportylk region. I lost count on how many sixes. 6 after 6. Bowlers had torrid time at that period, and it was about lost everything. Disoriented, low in confidence, and I thought the skipper didn't let the side well enough. From time to time, field sitting and the bowling changes. Classic example, Tharaka Gunawarddena bowled exceedingly well under the circumstances, not being utilised for 4 overs. Boundaries kept coming. poor piece of fielding. There were quite a few at times look embarrassing, and no shortage of sixers and boundaries. Here's the half century. Abhivardhana batted beautifully. Dangerous player scoring yet another half century. Done his job. It was raining boundaries, and that's the crucial dismissal. And I can tell you they almost made a meal of it. Three fielders converging, but the fielder in the deep done exceedingly well. And here comes Tulanjana Vijayasinghe. He knows only one way, and that is to go over the infield. That's the dismissal. And Tulanjana Vijayasinghe. Less than 20 deliveries, that's the dismissal of the Panchanayaka, not too many runs. Meanwhile, Vijayasinghe kept picking up boundaries, one after the other, no respite, and even the all-rounders coming down the order, taken the opportunity of picking up boundaries, and fielding fell apart. Composure lost earlier on, and this is what happened. You lose your strategy. You're not entering a pre-quarter final without a proper plan, but they failed to execute that plan. And with regard to HNB Assurance, just about did everything right. Huge score on the board. 229 is the target. It's a daunting task, and we will be here. We take a short break. The chase is coming up. Stay with us. 229 runs to win the game and enter the quarter-final round. It's been proven tough. We haven't seen team chasing down 200 plus runs successfully during this tournament, and looks like Dulanjana. Oh, that's not Dulanjana. HNB Assurance coming into this game as the favorites, and they played like the favorites. And goes to tell you, one of the teams to look out for, one of the contenders. We've identified two very strong teams, Camera LK and Siddharth and Chamila. Skipper Chamila Daminda usually opens the bat for Commercial Bank. Isuru Sampath starting off his first over. The chase is underway then. Short of a length of the backward straight to the field for no run. Required run rate just a moment ago you saw 11.55. Very, very tough keeping up that sort of a run rate. 70 matches, 1,243 runs, best of 71. And found the top edge. Just maybe run away for a boundary. No, the fielder chasing it down, keeping it down for 2 runs. They absolutely got no options but going after the bowling. Especially during the first power play, they need at least 60, if not 70 runs. Do not mistaken that the score HNB Assurance got while they were batting. 229. It's just about delivering your best. Someone will have to bat out of their skin for HNB to stand any chance of winning this game. Highly unlikely. I went on to mention during this tournament, no team chased down 200 plus scores successfully. Clean bowled. Clever operator in line with the off stump. He knew batter Siddharth will obviously go across the line, and he struck. First one down. Commercial Bank didn't start off their efforts with the ball in hand well enough, and with the bat in hand already lost a wicket. Just gentle dibbly-dobbly off spinners in line with the stumps, and he went for a big heave. Already a wicket down, just 2 runs on the board. Isuru Sampath picks up a wicket, out for 2 of just 2 deliveries. You can tell based on their body language, fairly relaxed. They know their strength. Excellent performance with the bat. Got plenty of runs on the board, so ideal opportunity for the bowlers to do a little bit of experimentation. Go on the lookout for picking up wickets. I wouldn't mind having a slip fielder, or maybe sealing it off. There you go, wicket keeper suggesting that we should have a slip fielder. Just 2 fielders down in the deep. The backward square leg and long off. Very interesting field set. It's tough to get fielders at the right place. Very well bowled, tossing it up above the eye line. I think ideally Dulanjana should go on the lookout for picking up wickets, simply due to the fact they've got a score of... Oh, that was struck beautifully. A full toss. Isuru Sampath go in search for wickets. Concedes the first 6 for Commercial Bank. That's Visit. It is a dolly. Juicy full toss. Dealt with aggression. They're going to need plenty of them. They wouldn't mind Isuru Sampath delivering few full tosses. Try to cut away and misses it. So that's the first over. Commercial Bank lost a wicket, just 8 runs on the board. This is the batting lineup. Manjul Ninage, Tharaka Gunatilaka, Bhagya Gunasekara, Nipuna Puris, Janath Ranasinghe. They all can bat. But right now, Chamila Daminda, the skipper, as well as Visit Veerasinghe. They need to do the job just like Abhivadana and Pathum did for HNB. Everyone who's engaging in with this tournament knew straight away this is Monchanayaka starting off his spell, 33 matches, 26 wickets. 4 for 17, he's a wicket taker, very clever operator, excellent economy, and he has picked up 3 wickets on 2 occasions. Interesting bowling action. Immediately put away for a boundary. That was a half cracker. They aren't worried. They are just not worried about conceding boundaries. High on confidence after scoring 229 runs. Someone will have to bat out of their skins, and skipper is hoping to be that person. Already picked up a boundary. 229. My goodness. A full toss. In fact, over half volley length. Driven down the ground, gets a single. Very deceiving bowler. Not afraid to toss it up above the eye line and to extend the invitation to all the batters to go for a boundary, and he picks up wickets. Required run rate 11.57. That's very, very tough, and during this year's tournament that really didn't happen. So even at the beginning of their chase, we can tell that the favorites, they're just hoping Commercial Bank can put up a fight based on their performances during the first round. Highly unlikely, but it's about giving out their best. Ooh, would have been a stunner. Try to whip that one on the onside, leading edge. Monchanayaka diving forward. Just couldn't get enough hand. Ooh, needed a core of super glue for that one to stick. Visit on 6. Lucky break. Shamila Daminda. Huge responsibility, of course. Straight to the fielder and dropped it. It's a big man, so he has to move along really well to be able to catch that one, but unfortunately, here's another look. Struck well enough. Straight in, straight out. Wasn't the easiest of chances, so back-to-back catches. Trying to go for a slug sweep, and he misses it altogether. Shamila Daminda must be disappointed with his efforts with the ball in hand. So that's the completion of the second over, 14 for 1.
We've got something new for you here at MCA. AM to 11 PM every day.
Sampath. WWO spinners and gets it straight down the ground. Visit against the run-off lane now picked up a couple of boundaries. Visuru Sampath clearly going in search for wickets. Generously toss it up and extend the invitation to go above the infield, but unfortunately there aren't any fielders down in the deep. 4 runs to the total, 18 for 1. Get as close as possible. Singles and twos obviously will not be enough. Nicely played off the back foot. Looks like a good player. Someone who have played proper cricket at some level, at college level, or maybe even at the club level. Visuru Sampath into his second over, 13 for 1. Just as I mentioned, if I'm the skipper, I wouldn't mind having a couple of catching fielders, a slip and a Silimi Dawn for at least few overs, for 5-6 overs. When you have 228 runs on the board, going for a wild heave that was almost on top of the tram line, but Shamila Daminda, for a strange reason, trying to hit that one over mid-wicket region. He had the ability of going over extra cover region, would have been the right option. Slight change in the field, short third man being deployed. Slammed away straight to the fielder. Vijay Singh does the fielding. 12.12. Getting tougher by the minute. Well fielded. Got his hand prevented at least 2 runs being taken. Live pictures of these matches coming your way courtesy of Sporty.lk. Another match is underway at University Grounds, Colombo 7. It's been a busy day, busy time for cricket in the country in general. And Mercantile G Division just started. Of the back foot going for a single, or they decided against it. Looks like they went for a single. So that's the completion of the second for Isuru Sampath after 320 for 1. Very interesting looking action, gets it over the infield. Looks like another boundary. Shamila Daminda is on the attack whenever opportunity provided. He's not going to miss out, picking up his second up boundary, and he moves up to 10 off 7 deliveries. Would be a bad idea to conclude the tournament or to get close to the target. Go after the bowling, especially inside the first power play. You have only 2 fielders down in the deep. This is the ideal opportunity, and at the same time, Vijay Singh deploying spinners from both the ends. I'm starting to wonder if Shamila Daminda heard what I said. Gets it over mid-wicket region for his first 6. 10 runs already. Just about having some fun. Trying to go after the bowling. Picking up boundaries as many as possible and see where they stand at the end of the first power play. That's another 6. Timed it superbly well. So they have capable batters. It's just about sticking to our strength, trusting your capabilities. 4-6-6. Great deal of momentum. Current run rate up 10.9. 193 of 99. Highly unlikely, but they need a hope. For that to happen, they got to pick up at least a boundary per over. That's well bowled. Flatter trajectory in line with the stumps. Little bit of turn. That sounds nice. And it's out of here. Over the scoreboard. Another huge 6. Looks like we're going to need another ball. Shamila Daminda decided enough is enough. Just no blocking if it's in his arc. He will definitely go for it and should be the way to do it. That's out of here. Landed in the balcony of nearby house. 4th over just about to finish. 4-6-6 dot and a 6. 22 runs already. They're going to need plenty of such overs. And they're going to need them consistently. At the end of the 6th over, they need to be around 70, if not more. At the end of the 10th, they should reach at least 120. That way they will provide themselves a unique opportunity of going after the bowling, and they got to keep enough wickets in hand at the same time. Manjanayaka went for plenty. Still a delivery remaining. Was under the squash. There's no doubts, both the spinners starting up for HNB Assurance on the lookout for wicket. Right way to go about it. On tonight, it'll be interesting to see his approach from now. Cut away straight to the fielder, and they decide to go for a single and gets it quite comfortably. Very expensive over 23 runs of ideally suited for Commercial Bank B after 4, 43 for 1.
In the heart of Colombo,
We got the news that Camera LK is on to the quarterfinal round, as well as Pan-Asia Bank, by virtue of winning their quarterfinal matches. It was a close contest between Pasidhu Pathu, one of the top players in this tournament, 50 wickets, 5 for 40, 23, excellent average, economy 5.37, high caliber, high quality, and he's in good form. Down the leg side, a wide Pasidhu Pathu. Runs, wickets, and he's been excellent in the field, showcasing his all-round prowess, in contention for the best all-rounders prize. 44 runs for 1. We are in the 4th over. 5th over just started. Try to smash that one away. Big man comes across Isuru. Even at this stage, after conceding 44 runs, I really wouldn't mind having a catching fielder at slip or maybe at short mid-wicket region, giving the opportunity of just about all the bowlers to pick up a wicket or two. Oh, should have been taken. That one came off the bat. It will be very interesting replay, but whichever the case, yet another close call. The two batters out there in the middle, both of them being very fortunate. They're going to need every bit of it. Came off the gloves. Must have been taken, but you'll be excused for that. Wasn't the ideal height. He was reaching up, not getting his gloves in right position. So far conceded 2 runs into the 3rd delivery, Pasidhu Pathu. He'll be hoping to make even greater impression, even greater impact as they are reaching the quarterfinal. Can't see Commercial Bank B putting up an effort that is good enough to get him over the line. Not too far away from the outside edge. Very, very close. Pasidhu Pathu getting closer and closer to pick up another wicket. Little bit of bounce at the same time. Visit on 12. Haven't been on strike for a brief period. 10 deliveries. That was there to be hit. Visit Veerasinghe probably tried to hit it just too hard and missing it on another scoring opportunity. 91 deliveries, 184 required to win the game. Required run rate 12.13. Getting tougher and tougher by the minute. That excellent over where they've scored 23 runs must have given them a glimpse of hope. Another dot. Oh, they decided to go for a single. Direct hit would have been interesting. I thought in any case better Visit Veerasinghe made the ground. The draw was created such a way the best performers from the first round itself gets a better opportunity. Classic example, HNB Assurance, group toppers taking on group 4th in Group C. HNB, the group toppers of Group D, by virtue of winning all 5 games quite comfortably. That was very, very close, and going down the leg side is the call by the umpire. Passing the Platinum completes a fairly decent over after 5, 46 for 1.
In the heart of Colombo,
There's absolutely no point of hanging around in the middle for a long period, occupying the crease for 20 overs. This is most probably your final game of the season of the tournament. Dulanjana Vijayasinghe, the skipper, comes into the attack. True all round, 58 wickets, 4 for 42, 21 for 26. That's good, but there is a fielder. Only be a single. Very talented individual, of course. Excellent rugby player. National level rugby player, and played for few clubs. And if I'm not mistaken, played till the 2023-2024 season, representing Police Sports Club. And he's been a coach at this time around, coaching Sri Lions outfit. Sharp turn, Vijayasinghe. When you have a good day with the bat in hand, it obviously spurs into your confidence when it comes to bowling. Once again, sharp turn. He went away. Over mid-wicket region for another 6. Chamila Daminda decided he's going to have some fun. He's going to go after the bowling. Done exactly that. 17 deliveries, 36 runs. They're going to need all of them. He will have to bat out of his skins if Commercial Bank to stand any chance of winning this game. 5.3 overs, 53 runs. It's about the required run rate. They have lost a wicket, but the crucial part is they need to keep enough wickets in hand, keep scoring 12 plus runs, which means they need to score at least 1 boundary, if not 2, per over. Should be another wide. Score moves up to 54. We are still inside the first power play. So this is the ideal opportunity. 3 more deliveries remaining. Slammed it away. Not reaching the fielder. On first bound, no real opportunity. In line with the stumps and given. Price scalp. Dulanjana Vijayasinghe batted beautifully well. And how about that for his first wicket? In line with the stumps, not too much of turn. And umpire took just a moment to keep that one out. Pretty adjacent. Just struck in and around off stump and goes on to hit midland leg. Another one bites the dust. 2 down for 54. With that, just maybe the hope of reaching that target. Skipper out for 36 of 18 deliveries. Skipper strikes for HNB Assurance, picks up his first wicket. As cricket lovers and those who are following this excellent tournament would love to see the underdogs doing well. New batsman taking his guard, Dulanjana Vijayasinghe picking up his first wicket, and they should be having at least a single slip field. But going defensively, Chamila Daminda is the man who got out for 36 of 19 deliveries. He's a good player. Few excellent shots. Couple of sixes and few boundaries. And the rest of the batters will have to do the same if they are to stand any chance of winning this game. Here's Vijay Singh once again. He lets it go. Sharp turn. Well kept. Good over. Conceding 8 runs and picked up a wicket. 6 done. 54 for 2. Just as I mentioned, there's absolutely no point of hang around in the middle and occupy the crease for 14 more remaining overs. It's just about going after the bowling and see where they can reach. This is the final game, most probably for Commercial Bank B, 175 runs of 84 deliveries. Highly unlikely. For the time being, let's stick with that and another missed opportunity. 3 missed opportunities. Once again, Isuru Sampath back into the attack. Should have picked up a wicket, but the wicketkeeper wasn't vigilant. Conceded another chance and just a bit of bounce. Just a bit of disconcerting bounce. Undone the wicketkeeper. By the time he picked it up and sent it, Visit picked up another single in form of a leg pie. So it wasn't the easiest piece of stumping as this one came off his pads. Never easy. That's maybe the reason that one bounced little higher than the wicketkeeper expected. Samidu is the new batsman. Something special got to give. You're entrusted with the duties of batting at number 4. Means you got the ability, which is just about trusting yourself. And you will be given opportunities to pick up boundaries. There will be loose stuff on offer even at the highest level. And already HNB Assurance bowlers provided ample opportunities of the backward work to pay. Nothing more than a single. Singles and 2s not going to do any harm. Coming back for the second. Oh, that's another opportunity. He should have taken that one. Whip off the bails and blaming the fielder. There was a bad bounce. It happens from time to time. With that couple, Samidu gets off the mark. Visit, who's on 13, taken in 14 deliveries. 172 of 82. Highly unlikely. Whipped away, gets a single, and .58 for 2, 6.3 overs, and this is the pre-quarter final between Commercial Bank B and HNB Assurance. Early in the day, 2 fielders in the deep, ideal. Now they can have as many as 5 fielders in the deep, but when you have as many as 227 runs to 228 runs on the board, you should be ideally go on the lookout for picking up wickets and get things done as quickly as possible. Samidu, who's on 3, and Isuru Sampath searching for his second wicket. Should have been taken. Very well done. He's a deceiving bowler. Gets it above the eye line, enticing the batters to go over the top, and time again they misses the opportunity. Bit of a top edge, or just maybe he sliced, and third wicket goes down with that Commercial Bank sliding down rapidly. Yeah, just maybe sliced it, never came off the meat of the bat, and the fielder has to come around 15, maybe 12 meters, charging in. Done a very good job. Took a very good catch, and Isuru Sampath picking up his second wicket. Samidu Chandrasekhar is the man out for 3. Isuru Sidpriya, the man who picked up a wicket. Isuru Sampath, he must be a happy man. Few opportunities went against his bowling. So still coming back strong and picking up a wicket. 59 for 3, Commercial Bank B. Nipuna is the new batsman, yet another left-hander, and Isuru Sampath. He likes bowling against left-handers. 2 for 18. The batter's done a stellar job, put a huge score on the board and provide ample opportunities to do experimentation, to go on the lookout for wicket. Ideal scenario. Oh, very well bowled. Tossing it up right on the money. Excellent over, 5 runs and a wicket. After 7, 59 for 3.
In the heart of Colombo, where dream...
Now Commercial Bank B having lost 3 wickets, so fast reaching the halfway mark. Vijay Singh gets it to turn and neat hands by Visitveera Singh. Tapped away, gets a single. Every time they pick up a single, it's a disappointment. A dot ball, even bigger disappointment. They should ideally try and go on the lookout for boundaries, and whatever happens, try to blast that one away on the onside, straight to the fielder. Just be a singles. 61 for 3 now. Dhulanjana Vijayasinghe into his second over, already picked up a wicket. Both the spinners, Isuru Sampath as well as Dhulanjana Vijayasinghe, are very deceiving. There you go. Not afraid to tossing it up, going for a single. Big man needed a better effort with his fielding. There you go. There you go, barking out instructions. You should be vigilant about that. Dhulanjana Vijayasinghe is very strict. It's a coach. Ooh. Went all the way, it seems. Came off the top half of the bat and almost give you the impression that didn't struck all that well. But straight boundaries aren't the biggest, and he had enough. 6 more runs and a boundary after a while. Gauze area should be taken, and the field in the deep to taken a long while. They'll definitely not keep Dhulanjana Vijayasinghe all that happy. Good to see big man go on the search for wickets. There you go. Goes a long way, and I thought he had the opportunity, but given it up a little too early. Caught away, and how about that? Goes for a big square cut. Visitveera Singhe perishes. Looks like Pathum is the fielder. Terrific player with the bat, with the ball in hand, and take a look at it. Wow. Diving to his right like a goalkeeper. Excellent stuff. 4 wickets gone down, 69 runs on the board. Absolutely no point. Can't blame the batsman. Vijayasinghe picks up another wicket, passing to Pathum. Taken a blinder, one of the best catchers during the day. And right now, HNB Assurance firmly in control. Here's the batting for Commercial Bank B, top scorer Daminda, skipper, 36 of 19, 4 huge sixers, batted well. But he needed to stay for a long period. That didn't really happen. And unfortunately, with that, just maybe the final hope of staying in this game. Now, they must have realized their chances of winning this game is pretty slim. Wouldn't mind them taking the opportunity of going after ball, getting some, big hitting practice. 8 overs, 69 for 4. Here's Isuru Sampath into his final over. Never afraid to toss it up. He's a clever operator. We already mentioned that. Very similar in his approach to Dulanjana Vijayasinghe. Gentle WW off spinners, but almost always deceiving. Short enough. He goes for a big heave on the onside and makes no mistake. Aren't they happy? Yet another wicket for Isuru Sampath. He likes picking up wickets. Another one bites the dust. Now 5 down for 69. Batsman out. Nipuna for 8. Here's another look. Short enough. That was there to be hit. Was outside the off stump. Just maybe the mistake. Trying to drag that one over mid-wicket region. Well taken in the deep. 5 down for 69. Firmly in control. It's just a matter of getting down with it. Dasuna Bewardena, the half-centurion, batted so well, taken a good catch. They are a strong team, strong contenders, firmly in control. I'm thinking there can be only one winner now. Shashin Kolita comes into the crease. Bowled reasonably well. When he started off, his spell onslaught was on just about all the batters. Pathum and Janath Ranasinghe. Is that the... You go by the CGI, 281.46. That's his best. 156.1. So he's a striker. Shashin Kolita and Janath is in the middle. It's about having some fun. On a block haul, the big man putting on a dive, and the direct hit would have taken him another wicket. Unfortunately, was close enough. He just about had 1.5 stumps to aim at. Tough one. Always good to see 100% commitment on his delivery stride. Diving to his right. Oh my goodness, not too far away from the stumps. It's your lucky day, Shashin Kolita. Goes aerial. There aren't too many closing fielders. Looks like Manchanayaka sends in a good return. Kolita is in too easily taken. Isuru Sampath exploring opportunities. Pathum. What a fine player. Scored a half century. Was looking good for the 5th century overall in this tournament. Unfortunately out for 70 plus. And he's another player to keep an eye on. Approaching quarterfinals, semi-finals, and all the way till the final. Goes along the ground. I think the smart way to go about, unless if you get right underneath his deliveries. 2 more deliveries to come. Isuru Sampath, can he pick up another wicket? 5 down for 72 already. Goes for a big heave on the onside. Gets a single, sends in a decent enough return. Abhishek, the opening batsman. They have a very strong unit performing outstandingly well. Completion of Isuru Sampath's quarter of overs. Picked up 3 wickets after And 9 overs. 5 down for 74. So after 9 overs, 74 for 5. Two batters out there in the middle, Sachin Kohli and Janath Ranasinghe. Huge task, 155 runs off 66 balls as skipper bringing in more changes. Milind Sanjay, right arm pace, as it mentioned, but looks like a spinner. A leg spinner. Oh, immediately getting past the outside edge. Very useful, I can tell you. Wrist spinners almost always does the trick. It's just about getting it in the right area. Just leg spinners from time to time. Bowl short deliveries, full tosses. It's tough. Not too far away from the off stump. One of the bowlers to look out, Milind Sanjay. Into the attack. This is the 10th over, halfway mark, 74 for 5. Nicely tossing it up. Inner part of the bat. Should only be a single. No worries, absolutely. He's a happy man, Isuru Sampath. Picked up 3 wickets out of 5 wickets to have fallen so far. 229 is the target. Far-fetched. Absolutely no chance of reaching there based on our assessment. But cricket, you never know. That's a good shot. Made solid enough connection, but straight to the fielder. Just as I mentioned, leg spinners, always wicket takers. Gets his first wicket. Just 3 deliveries in. Came in. Roll his arm over for 3 deliveries. Milind Sanjay picks up his first wicket. 6 down for 75. And wickets going down like a deck of cards. Well planned move. Got the fielders in the right places. I thought he struck that one really well, but didn't get enough elevation. 6 down for 75. We are in the 10th over. Sachin Kohli out for 3. Sidpriya picks up a good catch. Milind Sanjay picking up his first wicket. .154 of 62. We are fast reaching the end of the second game. It's a double header here at MCA ground. First game won by Mast Active and Commercial Bank. Looking down the barrel already, having lost 6 wickets with only 4 wickets in hand. And it's about bringing out few close-in fielders. Obviously, Milind Sanjay bowling so well, conceded just a single and picked up a wicket. Oh, that was in line with the stumps. He made a solid connection, but there's protection in the deep. Got a single. So that's the completion of the 10th over. 77 for 6. Oh, that's a no ball. Overstepping. A free hit. It'll be interesting to see the approach by Janath Ranasinghe. Couldn't have asked for any better. Was struggling right from the word go. It's a quicker delivery. Gets it over mid-wicket region for a big 6. Much needed. But just 1 6. Not going to do the trick. Conceding 9 runs off his over. He made the mistake of going for a quicker delivery and bowling on a good length. Eventually creating opportunities for Tharaka to swing his bat. 10 down, 84 for 6. HNB keep proving themselves as one of the strong contenders. Tariq Nazir comes into the attack. Left arm orthodox spin outside the off stump and straight away. Big man takes another very good catch. He has to cover just about 10, maybe 7 meters. Done that perfectly well. Isuru Sampath took a very good catch. Couldn't have asked for a better start. Tariq Nasir comes in. Very well done. That's good cricket. Tariq Nasir, just as I mentioned, couldn't have asked for a better start. First delivery picking up a wicket. 7 down for 84. Wickets going down like a deck of cards. Isuru Sampath took a very good catch. A memorable day for big man. Bowled really well, picked up 2 wickets and he's been very active. Manjula is the new batsman. On note, this has been the trouble during the first round for Commercial Bank. Lost 3 matches, but maintained a very good net run rate as a result. Made their way into the pre-quarter final round and immediately found themselves under huge pressure. They were up against one of the tournament's favorites based on their performance, not by the personals. Manjula Liyanage, 345 runs, highest of 57, just a single half century. Strike rate, nothing much to talk about, and average decent enough, close to 22. Tariq Nasir. Sharp turn in towards the batter and going for a single and getting it quite comfortably at the end. At this stage, if I'm the skipper, I wouldn't mind having few close-in fielders, a catcher at slip, and another fielder to cut down singles. And there's no way Commercial Bank B going to reach a score of 228 already, 7 down for 85. By trying to picking up wickets, they could, conclude things in a rapid pace. Nazir is a good bowler. Try to open himself up a little bit. Tariq Nasir. Tariq bowled really well. Bowled only 2 overs, picked up 2 wickets for just 3 runs. Skipper Daminda missing out on a trick. Came off the toe end. They somehow managed to pick up a single. Interesting to have a look at the umpire's signal. Came off the bat. Came off the bat, it seems, and Manjula Liyanage getting off the mark. Very unusual manner. Tariq Nasir, so far so good. Picked up a wicket, given away just 2 runs. 143 runs, 15.32. That's not going to happen. Far too early to say that. We are just in the 11th over. But based on playing patterns and how strong is Commercial Bank's bowling, HNB Assurance bowling, Commercial Bank B stand absolutely no chance of getting past 228. But if they can get close to 120, 110, that'll be an achievement. That's another one. He broke the bails, broke the stumps on the second attempt. I think he still got the batsman out. Let's have another look. Oh, he took the second opportunity. First time, for a strange reason, he's not deciding to whip off the bails. 11 done, 87 for 7.
In the heart of Colombo, where
For those who are just joining in, Sporty.lk bringing you these live pictures. 87 for 7, Commercial Bank B in reply. Struck firmly, fielder. The bowler himself did all right. Somehow ball found a way to go underneath his legs. Just a single. 88 for 7. 12th over in progress. Commercial Bank B just delaying the inevitable. Straight to the field at point region, has to come around a little bit and allow the single. With that, Manjula moves on to, with that Taraka moves on to 8 and Manjula is on strike. Required run rate 6.15. That's not going to happen. There's absolutely no point of even looking at the required run rate. They have lost 7 wickets. Worked away, gets a single. Yes, HNB Assurance went on to score 228. But I can tell you, Commercial Bank had the opportunity of restricting them under 200 runs, if not 280. They made truckload of mistakes, picked up 2 wickets for just few runs on the board, less than 10 runs on the board. But they didn't manage to sustain the pressure. Ooh, that's a beautiful delivery. Pitched just about a few inches outside the off stump. Prodigious turn and bounce. Wicket keepers need to be vigilant. Leg spinners bowling on a mat more often than not gets a prodigious bounce. That one struck well enough. Straight to the fielder, in fact. And he's not going to make any mistake. Dasun Abewardena scored a half century. Fantastic day in the field. Taken his second catch. 8 down for 90. It's only a matter of time. Just as I say, they could only delay the inevitable. I thought for a moment, struck well enough. That's a good piece of fielding. Has to come across, has to come around. Reverse cuff catching method worked really well. And Sanjay, leg spinner, picking up his second wicket, 8 down for 90. We are still in the 12th over. Dasun Abewardena takes a good catch. Bhaga Besekara, tail ender, 246.57. That's his highest single 50. Oh, that's well bowled. Intriguing delivery. Yet another excellent over wicket being taken. 2 overs, 2 for 12. That's the figures for Milinda Sanjay so far. 12 done, 90 for 8. We are fast reaching the conclusion stage, 139 of 48. That's not going to happen. They have only 2 wickets in hand. By looking at the way HNB Assurance bowled, Dunajana Vijayasinghe once again back into the attack. 2 overs, 2 for 18, on the lookout for more wickets. So it's going to be a huge victory in the pre-quarterfinals for HNB Assurance. Coming into this game, they were the favourites, and Commercial Bank really didn't stood a chance. And make the matters worse by making truckload of mistakes. And skipper scoring a sparkling half century. Just 17 deliveries. I'm starting to wonder whether that half century is the fastest half century of this tournament. We need a confirmation for that, but HNB just battered Commercial Bank out of the game. An edge slip would have been useful, but only a couple. And considering the way HNB fielded and the number of mistakes they've made, by now they should have got Commercial Bank all out for maybe 90 runs. Couple of drop catchers and not deployed catching fielders. Wide enough and given. Dulanjana isn't too happy about that. Almost always Dulanjana get that sharp turn in towards the batter. Pitching it outside the tram lines, turning inside the tram lines as a result of that. This should be taken. Fielder settles and takes a simple catch. No mistakes. That's Manchanayaka, the catcher. Dulanjana Vijay Singh, as expected, picks up another wicket. 9 down for 94 now. Shouldn't be too long. Batsman just couldn't resist the temptation. Floated delivery outside the off stump. Gone for a big heave. A top edge. And very efficient catching. Manchanayaka takes another catch. 9 down for 94 now. Number 11 is in. Earlier than he would have expected. This is the 13th over in progress. And I'm sure Dulanjana Vijay Singh is on the lookout for wicket. Still not going for a slip fielder or a catching fielder. That's their way of doing things. Floated and almost on a block hole. Slightly quicker. Those subtle variations work really well for Dulanjana Vijay Singh during this tournament. One of the key players, batted superbly well, and tougher games coming up, and his all-round prowess will be very, very useful for HNB Assurance to increase their chances of moving on to the finals. One of the favorites in my book, together with Sportylk. Down the leg side. Angling down and gets another boundary against the run-off play. Manjula plays a very good shot right on top of it, helped it on its way towards short fine leg. In fact, fine leg region for a boundary, kept it finer. There you go. Makes it a very good shot. There was a fielder at square leg region. He intentionally played that one finer. 27 runs were given away. Just about to complete his third over. Dulanjana Vijay Singh, one of their key players, together with Pathum, Abhivardhana. Such a strong team. 9-9 for 9. Oh, that's well bowled. Getting past the outside edge. Close shave. 3 overs, 3 for 27. That's the figures for Dulanjana Vijay Singh. 13 done. 9-9 for 9.
In the heart of Colombo,
shouldn't be too long. Malinda Sanjay bowled exceptionally well so far. 2.1 overs, 2 for 12. It's just a matter of time. Tossing it up generously. 100 runs on the board for Commercial Bank B. Only making the scoreline looks little respectable, nothing more than that. To be honest, they really didn't stood a chance. They needed a special effort to get close to compete with a strong team like HNB Assurance. That didn't really happen. The turn, taking it down the leg side, Milinda will be a vital bowler. Now they are firmly in the quarterfinals. It's only a matter of time to find out who their opponent's going to be. Once again, sharp turn is very useful bowler, almost always on a good length. Sharp turn, lovely flight, and excellent repeatable action. Useful asset, I have no doubts. It's an easy outing. They were hardly tested. They were hardly made to sweat. But tougher games coming off. And there's another no ball, overstepping. Made the same mistake twice. A little earlier, there was a no ball. Bowled by Malinda Sanjay. So, ideal opportunity to free his arms. Isuru. just cannot ask for anything better. Picking up a boundary, maybe a 6. And this is the opportunity. We are still in the 14th over. Here's the free hit. Struck well. My goodness. He's a capable batter. Where was he hiding all those shots for a long while? I'm starting to think he should be bat up the order. Already moved up to 8. Just 4 deliveries. Pitched outside the leg stump, it seems, and gets another single. He seems to be enjoying himself. A single, a leg bye to complete Sanjay's third over. 14 done, 109 for 9. Fifteenth over just started and they are very keen on picking up a single. Tariq Nazir picked up a wicket of his first delivery, and here's to conclude things. Shouldn't be too long. It's been a disappointing outing for Commercial Bank B, having trained so hard, dedicated their time. Once again, little too late. Wicketkeeper taken a while to whip off the bails. Batsman was outside the popping crease. He missed a stumping opportunity of the same bowler just a while ago. After hitting that 6, he's very keen on picking up another boundary. Just short of the fielder. Just maybe too deep. I wouldn't mind. I kept saying this. Get enough fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Two tailenders, number 11 and number 10 in the crease. Gentle dab straight to the fielder. No real attempt. And they get a single. Not really. Yet another dot ball. That was non-striker. Getting back inside the popping crease. Once again, neatly played away this time. They managed to pick up a single. And wicketkeeper needed a better effort. The throw wasn't a good one. He needs to collect it and whip off the bails. And Dulanjana is the fielder. Just a single. At this stage, Commercial Bank B delaying the inevitable. 9 wickets down. Disappointing day in the office. And apart from the skipper scoring 30 plus runs and scoring 4 huge sixers, the rest missing out on opportunities. That's very, very close and given. That'll do it. Huge victory margin. 118 runs. Coming into this game, HNB, they were the favourites. Tariq Nazir picking up his second wicket. Excellent return, 2 overs, 2 for 4 runs. They have the bowlers, they have the batters. Performed exceptionally well during the first round. And pretty easy outing here at MCA grounds in the pre-quarterfinals. And proudly, very proudly, walking into quarterfinal round. It's just a matter of time they find who their opponent's going to be. 15 overs, 110 runs all out. Disappointing effort by Commercial Bank coming into this game with very high hopes. Having reached the pre-quarterfinal round, they definitely expected a better performance. But unfortunately, right from the word go, lost the toss. Skipper deciding to bat first. Dulanjana Vijayasinghe, after winning the toss, there was no hesitation. Scored a mammoth total. 228 in their allotted 20 overs. Dulanjana, skipper himself, scoring a half century. Abhivardhana, sparkling half century. And how about Tatu, tournament's top player when it comes to all-round efforts, scoring 73 more runs, winning it quite comfortably. And right from the beginning to the end, there was only one side, and that's HNB Assurance. one of the favorites, and I have no doubts those who are joining us on Sporty.lk very keenly watching them, how they progress in the quarterfinal round. So today, Canberra LK the favorites into the quarterfinals, as well as HNB Assurance. Batting, disappointment. Damin the 36, Virasinghe 16, and down the order, Lienage scoring 10 runs. Apart from that, no other batsman been able to go past double figures with the aid of 9 extras. All out inside 15 overs, 110. Top wicket takers. Nazir picking up 2 wickets for just 4 runs. Excellent. And Malindu, I thought, bowled superbly well. 2 for 20. Vijay Singh picking up 3. And Isuru Sampath picking up 3. It was all too easy. And Commercial Bank B, never a match for very strong HNB Assurance as we are getting ready for the highlight package. Very light work. Picked up wickets at regular intervals. Here's the very first over. Isuru Sampath, he's a proper off spinner. Very deceiving and enticing the batters to make mistakes. Yes, he concedes few boundaries here and there. When you go on the search for wickets, that tend to happen. Skipper Shamila Daminda had a little bit of fun. That's a drop chance by Manchanayaka, bowled well enough, not being able to pick up a wicket. Drop chance. So apart from making few mistakes in the field, they just about did everything right. Daminda gets 1 over mid-wicket region, gets another 6. The top scorer with 36, 4 sixes and few boundaries. He's a good player. It's just that wasn't enough support by the rest of the batters. As a result, Commercial Bank all out for just 110 runs. One more over mid-wicket region. There's no question as to which direction they favors the most. Cow corner. Get another chance. That's your lucky day. That direction. Plenty of sixers. That's the dismissal. Skipper strikes. Gets the skipper's wicket. Vijay Singh comes in. And Isuru picking up more wickets. Well taken in the deep. That's a fabulous catch by Pathum. Another good catch down in the deep. Apart from that, there's another run-out opportunity by attempted run-out chance. And here's another wicket. Wicket going down like a deck of cards. No real partnerships, no real intention, no real class. And obviously, skill levels in comparison to HNB, not even a match. Well taken down in the deep. Half centurion Abhivardhana rather. That's the 8th wicket. In fact, that's the 9th. Boundaries here and there. That one played finer. 6 over mid-wicket region of a free hit. So they have capable batters. That's the final nail in the coffin. All out for 110 runs. Never really in the game. All but one-sided. Here's the match summary. HNB Assurance winning the toss, batting first, 228 for 6. Top scorers: Pasuthu 76 of 42, Abhivardhana 60 of 33, and skipper Vijay Singh a brisk knock of 56 of 19 deliveries. Isuru Kannangara picking up 2 for 28 of 3 overs. Tharaka Gunatilaka excellent 3 for 2. Apart from that, no real conviction. Commercial Bank in reply, 110 all out, 15 overs. Disappointment. Shamila Daminda, the only batsman, just about had a little bit of impetus. 36 of 19. Virasinghe out for 16 and Lienage with 10. Top wicket takers: Sampath 3 for 23, very good. Vijay Singh high on confidence, 3 for 27, and leg spinner bowled superbly well, 2 for 21, winning it quite convincingly. A gigantic winning margin, 118 runs. So that's the conclusion of the second match of the day. It's a double header, pre-quarterfinals, and few exciting matches in Mercantile F Division T20 coming your way courtesy of Sporty.lk. We are ready to bring you live action in the coming weeks. Stay with us until we meet you again. It's good night.